Something dissolving under my tongue. So forgive me if I'm a little untalkative during this first 10-15 minutes here. My student, oh yes, we've heard this one. It's you being a huge fucking jerk. Alpha no. Mourn in passing. Shall we be on our way to Annex Trine then? I would not have the dragons think that we've forgotten about our bargain. Never. Oh yeah, we're also dressed funny. Let's clean that up. Get styling again. Should we teleport back to Annex Trine? Nah, let's see the zone in yet another mood. So I think we've seen this dust storm, but only at night, right? Things seemed very obscured when we were approaching the green hive over there last time around. In the day, well, certainly is obscuring. Let's swap to our lower impact HUD and talk to the dragons. Vidofnir will be pleased to hear of Lord Ravana's defeat and of his pledge to recall his soldiers. You should be the one to break the news. The victory was yours, after all. Will the dragon know on our word? That remains to be seen. I suspect that she will. Thou art returned, little one. Hast thou abandoned thine ill-conceived contest with the Nath? Nay, my friend, we return in triumph. By arrow in his hand as was the beastman's god Lord Ravana lain low. In his overconfidence, the primal swore to withdraw his followers from your lands in the event of defeat. A promise we believe he will keep. The Nath shall trouble you no longer. The deity is slain then. How didst thou contend with his biting blades? But the particulars matter not. Thou hast fulfilled thy promise, and I shall fulfill mine. Attend me, mortals. Hie you unto the deepest reaches of morn. There shall you find Halo, the altar from which you may begin your ascent to the summit of Zomal. But be fairly warned, the minions of Nidog shall not lightly suffer your presence on that sacred mount. By your struggles with the cavern shall I judge your party possessed of sufficient fortitude to proceed. We shall not disappoint you, Vidofnir. Oh, that's Izela. If memory serves, the Cavern of Morn is entered from the second floor of the central tower. Let us begin the climb. Y'all can climb, groundlings. I'll be overhead. Oh, nope, no I won't. I guess I will, because there's a broken-ass hole here. Thought they were connected on the inside. Just not how I anticipated. Oh wow, they went all the way to the top. Yeah, because that was where the cave started, which is what she just told us. We will be back here in the fullness of time to check out some of this stuff. A dragon corpse, there is no response. I'd hope not. I wouldn't want to think it was a spooky ghost. Oh yeah, we're going all the way to the end. So the zone is now complete. Wow. Thought we were just about done, but I wasn't sure we were truly there. So I looked it up briefly. There are, using the level of quests as a meter is a pretty good way to judge. The final quest is level 60 before we get into patch content. And there are quite a few quests, like about 10 probably, maybe more for every level, except for 58, which has very few. Then 59 has a fair number. Then 60 will be our conclusion. So we can definitely keep an eye on where we are that way. I hope we won't have to cut this episode short because of the tongue dissolving situation, but if I grow loopy or quiet, we may need to back away. Continue another time. Well done, little one. As promised, I shall open the way to Zomal's summit for thee and thy companions. And probably just gonna be all of our dragon voices, the unvoiced guttural. There's only so big a boy can sound without enlisting machine aid. Heed now, children of man. The domain you seek to enter hath not seen visitors of your kind in nigh on 1,000 years. Though I freely grant you passage, your presence will not be welcomed. To my kin, this mountain is revered as holy ground and resting place both. Beware you, the minions of Nidog, during your ascent, for 'tis certain they shall take a great offense at your intrusion. We are grateful for your warnings, gentle Vidofnir. My final words are for thee, Dragoon. Have care to keep the stolen power thou wieldest in check, lest it breed further despair. Who wants to bet whether that's gonna happen or not? Estinian. The way is open, let us not tarry here. A moment. Shall we blindly forge on, knowing the dangers that await us? The Omen herself said to guard this. The Omen herself is here to guard this peak. Look at those really low resolution X's. I do not fear Nidog's consort. Any dragon foolish enough to bar our path shall feel the sting of my lance. Spoken like a true butcher. Need I remind you that we are come to parley of peace? Let us be clear, heretic. 'Twas to save Ishgard and our people that I first led my support to this doubtful venture. It is for their sake that I now go to speak with Resvelge. But I said nothing of Tioman. Should the opportunity present itself to rid my people of one of their deadliest enemies, I shall take it. That is my duty as a Zor Dragoon. You are beyond redemption. We will accomplish nothing by bickering. If we are to meet with Resvalgir, our path leads up the mountain. We shall defend ourselves if attacked, but avoid conflict wherever possible. What other choice do we have? I don't know. Whoa. Who really knows? Hey, Alpha, no. Shall defend ourselves if attacked, but avoid conflict wherever possible. What other choice do we have? A dragon lost to anger is beyond all control. This I learned to my sorrow when I unleashed the horde upon Ishgard. I feel the weight of Dorvanian rancor passing down on me. Pressing it down on me. What we got? Som-Al. Casting its shadow over the Dravanian forelands, this towering peak is revered by the dragons as both holy ground and resting place. And now, in accordance with your pact, Vidofnir has thrown open to you the final, there's the word, ascent to the sacred mount's summit. But Nidog's minions will not lightly suffer this intrusion. Ere you gaze upon the fabled expanse of the churning mists, you must first carve a path through the mountain's denizens, and overcome the consort of Nidog herself, the she-dragon, Tiaman. Oh wait, nope, we don't need to do it for real. We want to do it for fake. Let me out of this queue. That could have popped instantly, tank that we are. Good thing we realized what was going on. Hey. Som-Al. Let's get up there, why don't we? Ravanya, Som-Al. Lively place. Ooh. Pop that Zertak. I was gonna do that actually, completely forgot to. Swish, swoop. Get a look at this. Get a load of this. Okay, duty commenced with an undersized party. Let's flatten this show, why don't we? Yeah, we just killed a bug, unaided. Didn't even need to call our boyfriend Graha. So we're pretty tough. I think you could say we're pretty tough. Ooh. What if we destroyed these things, though? Cat noise there. Why are they making cat noises? They weren't cats, were they? Maybe there's a cat in every bird. Or plant? I guess conceivably the, what are they called? They're orchid plants? Orchid feeders? Could have swallowed a cat. Which we've now rescued. Validating these war crimes they were committing by coming and stomping our way through a fucking nesting ground. Sure is a lot of killing in video games. Just, you know, general observation. Not sure if anyone has thought about this before. We do really have, at the end of the day, the one verb. Bakun is live with a movie. What might he be getting up to? It's a boss, Raskovnik. Hello, spooky eggplant. Got any tricks for us? It's been a long time since we did a dungeon, hasn't it? A long time indeed. Just hit your cooldowns, Erwin. Let's trim this bush. Oh, no. There we go. Circle of Scorn has fallen off. There's bees. I think those bees are going to empower him if they reach him, or are they bee bombs? Flower Devour. I bet they would have healed him or buffed him or something, but we finished him just in time not to have to find out. That's what I prefer. Just bypass any difficulties that life may put in your way. Avoid needing to know anything. The veins. Is there going to be quite a sight awaiting us as we turn this corner? It's Erica. Hey, Erica. You're looking, different. Sacred drakes. Ooh. And a hazard dragon. Dark Souls taught me to love the hazard dragons. Or at least to respect them, I guess. Or he's watching more than hazarding. Or is he the one? Yeah, okay, he is the one spitting fireballs. Okay. Probably don't need to stand in that magma patch. This is not magma, right? It's probably melted rock, or is it something in the fire breath itself that's spreading on the ground? Prominence, riot blade, sword oath. Oh yeah, sword oath. Forgot about that. What does atonement do again? I learned about this. Atonement. What is this trait? This is one of those very hard to know. Grants 3 attacks of sword oath, okay. But you couldn't you just tell me what it is? You weird people. Ah, I see. It's just this spell, atonement. So we do have another instant cast we could be dumping into these fools. Probably a good idea if we did. Maybe we should swap our HUD back since we have that unused feature. So let's see if we go 1, 2, then 3, and that should, yeah, Shift C is what we bound atonement to. So that guy's sorry, and this guy's sorry. Everybody's real sorry for what they did. I believe that will not be a problem. Just gotta kill these glaciers? Is that the play? Oh! Cryo Dragon. 2. Yeah, this guy's not gonna last very long. Ooh, he ran away. I wonder if we could have killed him with enough burst damage. If we could have, we didn't do it. Abelathian fox, huh? This is some kind of bat. I guess if it's the ones that get fox names are usually fruit eaters, right? Because they don't have the spooky face. So what's it doing in this fucking cave? I mean, just winters here, you know. It's Meath. Gamers hate Meath. Okay. Let's dump everything we got on this bad boy. Let's remember to use... Actually, the other thing we should remember to use is... Holy Spirit. You dump all that mana. And then maybe we can follow up with the atonements. If we have any atonements left by then, which we don't. Okay, okay, calm down, Math. Don't have to be so excited all the time. There we go. I knew you'd feel a little better when you took control of your feelings. Don't have to let them ride you, Meath. Oh, not that we need what's in here, but when you're running an operation like Long Point Heroin Incorporated, it is sometimes useful to have raw materials around. I just moved to Betrayal? No, that's the B trail. It's just, yeah, it's the A trail and the B trail. You just relax. It's not anything dramatic. So many flying rocks around here. Maybe they're not calamity related. If this was, if this has long been a holy path. But then again, maybe it's a long-time holy path that, I mean, the floating mountaintop looks pretty enduring, right? In as much as any... Whoa, jeez, that was loud. Why was that sound effect so loud? Holy shit. Needless, little worm. Needless. It's Ergo Dragon, or Erdogan as he is known in the West. Alright, go ahead and just drop your atonements on that boyo. Good job. You slap an ice boulder, it becomes a smaller ice boulder, I guess? Weird. Come on, baby dragons. Oh, there we go. That's what we're looking for. Wounded Pyro Dragon. I don't understand why that is so immensely loud. I know that I have done this dungeon before, but it is, I don't think it's one I've rouletted into recently. There's another one that I've done a couple times in roulettes lately. Curiously, not this one. It's, very nice. Different than I expected. Because I was expecting the red-themed one, and instead this was the blue-themed one. Ooh. By the pricking of my bones, we've come by to someone's home. Yes, Afa. Hey, it's Simon. You dare intrude upon this sacred mount. My jaws run red, shall run red with the blood of men. Alright, ma'am. Okay, so let's dump all of our holy spirits. We don't really need to dodge those, do we? We can kind of just tank them. We really can. How many holy spirits can we cast? That many, apparently. 2. Let's renew. Goring Blade. Whoa. She was casting some kind of comet. Ooh, it's green and it's landing on our head. Oh, he didn't renew Riot Blade, damn it. Arrogant insects be crushed beneath the weight of my fury. Can I use at least one atonement? I didn't. I think I was pressing the wrong button, honestly. Is she indestructible? She seems to be invulnerable. Ah, the right wing of injury. That's probably why. The left wing of tragedy. Let's cut those off, ma'am. Or I guess they're not being cut off, that is being tattered into submission. There we go. Seems like killing these eternal creatures is really shitty. Like, maybe we shouldn't be doing it. Like cutting a swathe. Nidhogg, my beloved. Sorry ma'am, I guess we can't take that back. It says here you've been alive for only a few thousand years, just a few times the length of recorded history. Maybe we can put you back together again? I didn't think this through, honestly. Honestly, didn't think this through. Let's use the exit portal. I hope that was the right thing to do. Did we do the right thing? We've done the wrong thing with this before. Hey, cutscene is promising. Wow, so for murdering a dragon matron, we have restored part of our connection to this world. That seems like you're creating perverse incentives here, Eidolon, or whoever it is responsible for this. Heroin? Meow. Just had a visit. It would seem Tiamat was the last. I sensed no other dragons nearby. And we just scourged our way through these people on our path to peace, you know? What's happening? Ooh, Mr. Eyeball is having an eye attack? Nidhogg, he roars. He knows we are here then. His fury bleeds to the eye. Yeah, I bet. I bet he's real mad at us right now. We just killed his wife. Fear not, I am yet my own master. That damned worm's wrath burns hotter than flame. Calm, the art of the dragon's homeland lies yet before us. Thus do we add another link to the chain of vengeance. Oh, Saint Shiva, when will it end? Do, 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 do.
To the peak of Som Al, at the end of a perilous mountain path, whence could be seen a string of pearl-like islands floating impossibly atop a sea of clouds.
Nothing to it.
To a
In this
domain
neighborhood,
where
I guess there
dragons
really
and men
isn't.
had once lived in harmony, whose majesty no mortal eye had glimpsed for nigh on 1,000 years. They came.
But now it's open for business, right? This is, I don't think it really registered last time that this was like ultra holy land that I was walking through. Oh, and it looks like this. Climate change, man. Everywhere is gonna look like this soon. Okay, where are we going? I was thinking of calling it there, but I think I'd feel better if I got through more. We stand within the sacred homeland of dragons, beneath the sky that is Risvelgar's domain. Our quest nears its end, Arwen. Oh, that's a relief. Ah, feed the worms, and Isla is not far. Not far at all. I know, we've reached at last, the peak of Som Al. It's said to be the highest mountain in all of Eorzea, you know. I thought it cold in Kurthus, but the air here carries the chill of a dozen winters. How can one not be moved by such a breathtaking sight? This place is far from the barren mountaintop I pictured in my mind. Well, Dragoon, do you believe these ruins were also built by heretics to deceive the faithful of Ishgard? Good point, Isela. You're really holding these things in your mind better than I am. I should have owned him with that one. Fucking dingus. Now we've scaled the mountain, there remains the problem of finding Risvelgar himself. Oh no. Fucking Moogles. They're back, everybody. Do. What manner of creature is that? You don't know what a Moogle is, ma'am? They're everywhere. They're a plague. The Japanese idea of what cute is so alien to me. Erwin, do my eyes deceive me, or was that a Moogle? It was my understanding that they only dwell within the Twelveswood. I certainly never expected to see one in the churning mists. If the Moogle does live here, though, he may know where his Velger makes us there. Quickly now, before we lose sight of the creature completely. Oh, this would all go so much faster, though, if we just went and looked for the giant dragon. He's a giant dragon. There's not actually a lot of earth up here for him to be standing on. Maybe he's at one of the giant dragon shrines. Just a thought. I mean, I don't write the show. Oh, nice gallery, though. He's gone. Erwin must widen our search. I seem to recall that our pettiest task of the expansion so far may be awaiting us with these Moogles. Oop, I've heard tales of... Oop, what? Why do you stare at me so? Can I not find the creature adorable? My heart is not truly made of ice. Yeah, so she is excited to learn about Moogles. I think etheric disturbance? Is that going to be... The nearby air appears warped. You sense that concealing magics are at work. Okay, so... Just Moogle mischief time. What's Estinian got to say about the Moogles? Come on, survey faster, boyo. I see no evidence of this Moogle of yours. You certainly wasn't a trick of the light. Perhaps it was simply one of those strange plants shifting in a breeze. Yeah, maybe. Anything's possible. One more destination. Wow, look how quick that went. There is no sign of a Moogle in the area. Well, we didn't learn much from that, did we? Concealing magics again. Alpha, no. Well, I'm sure I glimpsed the Moogle fleeing in this direction. Could he be concealing himself with magic? Yeah, they seem like that kind of thing. Mountain-top diplomacy, already 54. Already on the level 54 quests. We're almost half done. Or half done, really, since there's only 160 quest. Confound it. Could we but enlist the aid of one of the local Moogles, I'm certain Ray's Velger would not elude us for long. Though the eye enables me to sense the presence of dragons, I can only identify Nidogs with any certainty. You could wander the mist for days and not know you are any closer to his brood brother. And those are days we cannot well afford to squander. Should we divide our forces then? Lady Zayla, might I ask you to question any dragons whom you judge it safe to approach? I shall try, yet I fear the influence of Nidog's rage will render most of the Dravanians in the area deaf to reason. And what of you, Master Alfina? I have not yet given up on the Moogles. Erwin, come with me to Gridania. I mean to petition the aid of the Moogles' kin in the Twelveswood. After that business with Moogle Mog, I dare say they will be glad to help us. Assuming you have no need of me, I shall remain here. Nidog senses both the loss of his consort and the coming of the Eye, and his attention is firmly fixed in this direction. I mean to do what I can to hold his gaze in the hope that it might delay any action against Ishkar. Thank you, Estinian. Come then, Erwin, let us make haste for Gridania and rendezvous at Nuffiga's altar. But I neglected to tell you. There is an aetherite of ancient construction, which should make the return journey rather less arduous. Pray do not forget to use it. Yeah, we walked past it on our way in, but we weren't there for very long. I can see how a player might not have. And then might teleport away, and then find they have to walk back. I don't even know how you get back here. How do you walk into this zone? Yeah, because there was a dungeon entrance, but there was also like a zone transition used there, wasn't there? I believe. Mountaintop diplomacy. Let's head on over. Oh, nearly got a clean warp there. Alas, alas, a moment too slow. I sent word to the Elder Seed Seer upon arriving in Gridania, and I am pleased to report that she has agreed to grant us an audience. If anyone can help us to contact the 12 Mughals, it is she. We are expected at the Lotus Stand. I trust you are familiar with the conjurer stationed at its entrance. Yeah, they're called silent even though they talk. It's the greatest offense against narrative determinism I've ever heard. The Elder Seed Seer awaits you. Pray follow me. Sure. Hey. I don't remember what voice we landed on for her. I still don't trust her. I bid you welcome, friends. The Admiral spoke of having met with you. But 'tis no less a relief to see you safe and hale with mine own eyes. We humbly thank you for agreeing to receive us upon such short notice, my lady, and for all that you've done for us in our absence. Would that it were solely to express our gratitude that we came to you this day. Alas, the tides of battle yet dictate our comings and goings. Elder Seed Seer, we would beg your wisdom in a matter that may finally bring an end to the Dragon Song War. Speak on, friend. You can make us not walk out to talk to the Mughals. You could just conjure your court Mughal. I see. So you seek a means to contact these Mughals of the churning mists. Kupo, I say Kupo. Now, these guys were like Brooklyn guys, weren't they? Greetings, Kuplo Cop. To what do we owe the pleasure of your company? Oh, no, that was her. That was Connie Senna. God damn it, we're losing it. I was struck by the sudden urge to bring you some fruit, Connie, and I'm jolly glad I did. Let me tell you more about these Mughals in the sky, Kupo. I will gladly tell you all I know, or tell me more. I will gladly tell you all I know, though it amounts to precious little. We encountered a Mughal high in the clouds of Dravania, and had hoped that you and your kin in the 12's wood might agree to facilitate a meeting. Pray correct me if I am mistaken, Kuplo, but there are legends, are there not, which speak of Mughals who dwelled beyond the clouds? I don't know what that voice is supposed to be. Indeed there are, Kupo. Long, long ago, back when the world was still young, they say my ancestors served the gods up in the heavens. Of course, that was before their masters took to bickering like spoiled children. Ah yes, the tale of good King Mogul Mog the 12th. He is revered for holding fast there to a rope of miraculous length that his subjects might climb down from the sky and escape to the world below. Ignoring the more fanciful aspects of this tale, it may well be that Kuplo's ancestors hailed from the churning mists. Given how long his kin have resided in the Troll's Wood, it's very perfectly possible that the details of their history have faded into myth. Indeed, Master Alphino, such stories oft contain a measure of truth. 'Tis like that the Mughals of the churning mists tell similar tales of the world below. I can well imagine why the one you encountered fled at your approach. It's bad down here. All fleeing second nature to us. We often hide when the larger races come tramping through a forest. Of course, where there's one Mughal, there's bound to be more. Which is why I've decided to take a trip to the clouds, Kupo. They surely won't be afraid to talk to me. I was hoping you might say that, Master Kuplo. You'll accompany us then. Just you try and stop me, Kupo. I'll admit the thought of venturing outside the 12th Wood is a bit unsettling, but I can hardly refuse a chance to meet my distant cousins. Fair enough. If you will have me, I too will accompany you on this venture, and lend my voice to your cause as an ambassador of Gridania, Yeah, well, I wish that you'd tell me what your voice is supposed to be, because I don't have one for you. Huh? My lady, are you quite certain? How oft has our nation turned to the science of the seventh dawn in its hour of need? How oft have we asked the warrior of light to risk his life to save our own? Full many times I say to you, and never have they refused us. Thus do I choose this day to offer mine aid to our allies for the good of the realm. Is this not just? Poof! A most unexpected and welcome offer, Elder Seedseer. We would be honored by your presence. Cool. How's she gonna get there, though? Because we had the Aetheryte. What's the plan? Do you have to go back through the dragon fuck grounds? You go kill another generation of Dravanians. Is it true the Elder Seedseer means to journey with you to Dravania? Shudder to think of the dangers. Is Alvino here? Yeah, okay, here is Alvino. Whoop. Pray return to the summit and inform our companions of these developments. I will serve as the Elder Seedseer's guide on the journey back to Zomal. It being a path I've already trodden, I do not anticipate any great difficulties. Besides, we shall have the Elder Seedseer's personal guard to escort us. Yep. Same line. Okay. Let's go talk to Estinian. I think we'll wrap in just a minute here. Very good. Fortunately, we come with all of these unlocked. Can you stand on top of an Aetheryte? Is that a thing? You can hover over it, but you cannot land atop it. And life is just an endless series of small disappointments, huh? Should have read the manual. Izela, what have you got to say? Erwin, you are returned. How fared you in Gridania? Better than I hope. Riesvelder's whereabouts still elude me. Yeah, well, that's alright. It was a long shot. This zone is huge, as you observed, sort of against what we were actually seeing. Come along. Well met, warrior of light. The dog is not stirred, but he washes us unblinking. You could have said unwinking. The Elder Seedseer herself answers your call. Then there is naught to do but wait. So this is the point where we do sit here for like 2 days? I don't know, they must make powerful time. The Aia heroine. Now you would call us long point. Greetings, my friends. I'm happy to report that our journey was mercifully uneventful, devoid as the road was of Dravanians. It would seem the dragons have all abandoned Zomal for the churning mists. Elder Seedseer, may I present to you Sir Estinian Ishgards as your dragoon? 'Tis an honor to meet you, Sir Estinian. I have heard many tales of your order's extraordinary skill and courage. Yeah. Anybody who's any hierarchy you can recognize, cool with that. Friends, I feel it only right to inform you that we are not alone. The Mughals are all around us even as we speak, and I should imagine that they are more than a little concerned by the horde of strangers that have descended upon their home. Mayhap now would be an opportune moment to introduce ourselves. Well, is there someone hiding in this flower? This should serve. They're hiding, of course, but there are so many of them, Kupo. I'm Kani Senna. My companions and I have braved the long road from the Twelves Wood to share words with you. On this occasion, the occasion of our first meeting, we bring an offering of light and wind. Oh no. Look at the Mughals going moog wild. Ooh, such a gentle and pleasing glow, Kupo. I am Moglin, the chieftain of this Mughal clan. What? Chieftain Moglin, it is an honor to meet you. Greetings, I am Kuplo Kop, ambassador of the Twelveswood Moogles. A Moogle from the world below. Your hide is of a different hue, but that palm is unmistakable. I might need a moment here, Kupo. My companions were no less surprised to learn of your existence here amongst the clouds. I hope they did not startle you overmuch in their eagerness to make your acquaintance. Full well can I imagine your wariness that I'm told that men have not walked here in nigh on 1,000 years. Mayhap you will forgive them their forwardness when I unfold to you the grave matter which first brought them into your midst. My companions crave an audience with the great wormer Svelger, that they might negotiate an end to the war twixt man and dragon. An end to the war, you say? I trust you, Kanisena. The light of peace shines brightly within your soul. But I'm afraid that cannot be said of your friends. To be plain, we did not hide ourselves because they were the first of your kind to be seen here in 1,000 years. Not only because of that, we hid because we smelled dragon blood. These skies are home to many, many dragons. While some crave peace, such as Svelger, many others crave the opposite, such as Nidhogg. Suffice it to say, we are worried that the presence of your blood-spattered warrior friends will attract the attention of the nastier kind and invite destruction into our happy home. Not just a moment, Chieftain. Erwin may have doled out the odd thrashing or two, but it's always been for a really good reason. He is a champion of the Twelveswood Moogles, and I'll not hear his good name slandered. Now, Ambassador, let's not ruffle each other's fur. I shall, of course, take your testimony into consideration. If I may, Chieftain, there is little room for trust twixt strangers. Might we not take this opportunity to learn more of each other? Meow, meow, meow. That's right, talk it over, guys. An excellent suggestion, Kupo. In the interest of fostering friendship and keeping an eye on you, I extend to you the hospitality of Mogom. Prove yourselves worthy of our assistance, and it will be yours. I shall be watching. Kupo. Yep, everyone feeling a little awkward, unsure what to do with themselves. Yep. Alright, let's go ahead and call it there for now. We have made contact with the Moogles. We have slain ancient and profound creatures because they were standing in our way. And apparently that was an act of adequate wisdom, or at least commitment to our place in the order of things, to reactivate one of our inside Jolly Ranchers. Guess we'll see about the rest of them as time goes on. See you soon.